Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here on ZSN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Miami Heat tonight. Guys, this was the bounce back win that I was hoping to see from this Lakers team tonight after losing to the Spurs a couple of days ago. A heartbreaking, despicable, whatever you want to call that particular game the Lakers played against the Spurs. This game in particular was a good showing by the Los Angeles Lakers when it came down to it. I mean, nothing but greatness that we saw tonight. I mean, this was the win that I wanted the Lakers to win for the city of LA. They didn't do it a couple of days ago, but they did it tonight against the Miami Heat. Got the revenge win against them tonight, beating the Miami Heat 117 to 108. What a great win for the Lakers to get this win tonight. A huge win, a big win for the Los Angeles Lakers out there tonight, guys. And, there were some players tonight that stepped up in a big way. LeBron James to the rescue in those 2-3 minutes left remaining in the game, where I felt that the Lakers were going to lose that particular quarter with those 3 minutes left, and just typical Lakers, not showing up at the last minute type of scenario. But LeBron James in that particular moment, just consistent shooting, just helping the Lakers score and, gain the lead that they got at like maybe last time I checked the box score, the Lakers were like 1 minute left remaining, and they were up by 6. They were up by 6 or 7 to end the game. So, it was just a good situation in that particular moment for the Lakers to get this win tonight. It was a much needed win, a must win. Like I said numerous times throughout my live streams in the month of January, is that the Lakers need to gain as much wins as they can in the month of January, because how home friendly it is to for them to achieve it. And good news for the Lakers, or for fans who are wanting to see more Lakers basketball. Due to the LA Fires, the Lakers didn't play against the Spurs at home and the Charlotte Hornets at home. During that fires that were happening in LA. They just rescheduled it. I believe there's one going to be scheduled for the Lakers in March, I believe. If you guys haven't yet, go check out the community tab on this channel or on over my social media sites, especially on Facebook, where I give you guys the scheduling for the Lakers and the rescheduling for the Lakers that they missed due to the LA Fires. So go check them out. It will be much clearer where you will have your mindset on when it comes to getting tickets to go watch the game, to see LaMelo Ball facing the Lakers and, the Spurs once again with Victor Wembanyama. So, just go check it out. It's on my community tab and, of course, on my Facebook page as well. The links will be in the description if you want to go check out my social media sites. So go do so. I really appreciate it. But just the players tonight, I mean, they stepped up to the plate, went out of nowhere and stepped up in a great comeback. Seeing your comment right now, Daniel. Thank you for commenting. I really appreciate it. And for those of you who are joining me, please be sure to hit that notification bell and, of course, subscribe to ZSN on YouTube. And, of course, follow me all across social media. It was really important that you do so you'll be in the know when I go live, when I upload videos about everything when it goes down when it comes to Los Angeles Lakers, including today with the surprising wave of Quincy Oliveri, where the Lakers went after another center, Clay Johnson or something. I'm not sure his last name escapes me, but I know his name is Clay. He's signed to a 2-way contract. If you guys want to go check out that video I uploaded just a couple hours ago, there's more details for you guys can go check it out. It's in my video tab on YouTube, so go check it out. And of course, it's all over social media. So go check it out. I really appreciate it. Give me your thoughts about that signee and the wave of Quincy Oliveri. Just real quick, my quick reaction about it. It sucks to see him go. We didn't see enough out of him for us to really judge the way he plays, but judging by how many scoring ability and shooting ability that he brings to the table for the South Bay Lakers. He's uh, amazing to watch. Obviously, any team that's going to pick him up is going to be very grateful to have when it comes to his shooting ability, what he brings to the table, and just the scoring as well as a point guard that he is. So, sucks to see him go. I wish him nothing but the best. Hey, man, I never know. Maybe down the line he'll work his way back to the Lakers someday. But the Lakers have to go with needs. They need to find another center. My hope is that they still make a trade regardless of getting a two-way contract player. That I don't really see him making a big influence on the team at the center position. I mean, we've seen that with Christian Coloco, and just it's just not working out for two-way contract centers to be part of the Lakers roster. We need to go after somebody who's NBA ready, who's NBA experience at the center position to be a great fit for this Lakers team next to Anthony Davis. So my hope is by the time we reach the February trade deadline, we still find somebody at the for the potential trades. For a center, hopefully coming very, very soon. So that's my hope for the Lakers at that particular moment. But they did make a move, surprising one. Go check out that video. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate all you guys' love, support, and I'm so overwhelmed by that reaction of that video. So go check it out. I really appreciate it. And let's get right into the Lakers' big win tonight. It was a big win. The Lakers came back from a huge comeback in the fourth quarter where they were just kept on trailing against the Miami Heat throughout every single quarter. At one point, they led by 2 points in the first half at one point, but quickly the Miami Heat scores and they take the lead right away. So, it was kind of like a back and forth situation. At one point, the second quarter was a bit of a disappointing turn of events for the Lakers at one point. It kind of reminded me of the Spurs game in the second half, for the Lakers, but I'm glad they didn't fall for it or somehow just gave up. The second half was the best second half for this Lakers team when it comes down to it, regardless of of that. So they really showed up when it all matters most in the second half in the third quarter, and then going into the fourth where they just dominated in the fourth. So they really won this game. And it was, like I said, thanks to LeBron James. I mean, LeBron James was on fire tonight. He was great when it came to his scoring, his ability to score. So, but the most important thing that I really enjoyed watching from LeBron James' performance tonight was his defense. Once he turned on his defense, everybody was playing defense. I mean, it was just, a good moment in the fourth quarter for the Lakers to play aggressive defense. I think it was not just the fourth quarter. It was basically the second half, in the third quarter going to the fourth, where the Lakers were playing better defensively than they were in previous games. So, that's what we saw tonight from LeBron James and the rest of the Lakers. They really showed up to the plate when it came down to it. And, he came to the rescue. The Lakers at one point were so close to losing this game. By the time we reached like 3 minutes left remaining in the game, LeBron James came out of nowhere. His defense turned on, started scoring, and it was just consistency, what we saw from that particular 3 minutes left remaining in the game when LeBron James just came out of nowhere and helped the Lakers to win this game. We had to really show some great gratitude for the 40-year-old LeBron James when it came down to it. So great job out there for LeBron James. I mean, he's the player of the game, in my opinion, when it came down to it. So great job out there for LeBron James. And we're going to get into the stats and the analysis of the players, the Lakers scoring and shooting and defense, everything across the board. But I just want to read some more comments from Daniel and everyone else who's joining here before I get into my analysis tonight. Gabe, yeah, absolutely. Gabe had a great game against his former team in the Miami Heat. He balled out, came out of nowhere, and I believe he had 14 points in the game. So if you want to compare to his previous highs and lows and as a Laker in his performances, I have to say this was probably his best showing as a Los Angeles Laker, and ironically against his former team in the Miami Heat that made him to a guy that he is today as a basketball player. So, just have to put that out there. It was such a good performance out of Gabe Vincent tonight against his former team. He stepped up to the plate and played his role on the team where we really need the help that we can get from our second unit, which is not the best, to be honest with you guys. I mean, and it's really depleted due to Dorian Finney-Smith being out due to personal reasons. Last time I checked, I think he's expecting a child. So obviously family comes first. So, obviously, we didn't get to see Dorian Finney-Smith tonight. We would have been much needed when it comes to his defensive side and his shooting. That would have been helpful coming off the bench for the Lakers. But they survived. They survived when it came to their performances. But it was all about LeBron James and the rest of the Lakers starting lineup, the way that they stepped up to the plate tonight. So great job out there for Gabe Vincent and for the rest of the Lakers tonight. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, it was just such a great game, and it was what a game. It was just amazing performance from all of our Lakers tonight. I mean, we needed this win. We needed this big win tonight, and we got it when it came down to it. Let's see here. I want to get into my analysis before I read some more comments here. I mean, I really do appreciate it. Thank you, Daniel, for all these comments. Really good feedbacks here. And just a quick shout out to KJ23. Welcome back to the live stream, sub chat, saying what's up to the Z Nations on this channel. Really appreciate the love, support, and the kind words. Thank you so much, KJ23. I really appreciate you joining. And let's see here. Okay, I want to answer this one right here from Daniel. Can we trade for Hero though? I'm gonna be completely honest. I mean, why would we trade a guy that we already have one on our team? It's not because he's white. Okay, I don't want to say that, but it's Austin Reeves. All right, we already have a white guy on our team, and that is Austin Reeves, who can shoot, can score, and really can show up and help the Lakers win games. He's basically the same guy, only I think maybe Tyler Hero is more of a. Is he more taller than Austin Reeves? I might be mistaken. Have the same skill sets, in my opinion, when it comes to shooting and scoring on the offensive side of the ball. But other than that, I just want to see his stats real quick. Well, compared to Austin Reeves, he's a more complete scorer than what Austin Reeves is. He can, compared to Tyler Hero, he can just give more 20-point more games than Austin Reeves can. But when it comes to shooting, it's about the same. I mean, 40% this season compared to Austin Reeves, who is having an okay season. I mean, he's shooting 35%. I mean, but in the past, he has been well known for going 37, 38%. But still, I mean, compared to most, I mean, he is honestly, compared to two, I mean, you basically have a Tyler Hero on the Los Angeles Lakers in Austin Reeves. So that is the guy, I mean, for the Lakers. It would be nice to have him, but it depends on who you have to give up to potentially make that happen. So it's so up in the air. You can obviously package Rui Hachimura and maybe first round pick to get him, but it just depends on his fit, I believe, also. So, and then also we have Max Christie, even though Max Christie is not an offensive player, he's more of a defensive guy, but on occasions he can shoot and, put up decent scoring for the Lakers when it comes to giving you like a 12-point game, 10-point games type scenario. But Austin Reeves, though, I mean, he's just a couple of seasons away of being a Tyler Hero-esque type of player. So just that's my own personal opinion when it comes to that question from Daniel. I know it's a laughing emoji. I get it. But there's some people out there, Lakers world, that are saying that we should trade for Tyler Hero. I even went on X and saw a lot of reactions and people saying we should go get him. We should go get him. No, we already have him in Austin Reeves. So just give Austin Reeves a couple more years as a Laker to let him develop to being a veteran in this league. And, we can obviously see a better scoring out of him down the line and giving you 20 points per game, hopefully, that what Tyler Hero is giving to the Miami Heat. So that's just my own personal opinion when it comes down to that. So just want to answer that question. I just saw it there and I had to answer that. But great question. Great question, Daniel. I really appreciate the comments there. Go Lakers, absolutely. The Nets is an easy dub. Yeah, I hope so. I just hope that D'Angelo Russell doesn't take his anger out on the Lakers when we face him on Friday. So, because he's obviously, flourishing with the Brooklyn Nets, the team that honestly made his career and all-star career as a Brooklyn Net when we traded him the first time to the Brooklyn Nets. So it just sort of depends on how the Lakers will play against them. I think it's going to be an easy win for sure. I mean, they're already depleted with no Dennis Schroeder, no Dorian Finney-Smith. So obviously they're depleted with players. I think they're trying to lose more games so they can have the opportunity to draft Cooper Flack, in the draft going into the off season. So I mean, they're like in the same boat with Toronto Raptors. So they're just trying to lose games. But as much I can say, the Eastern Conference is not so loaded what the Western Conference is. So they could be going back and forth with when it comes to getting a seed in the Western Conference. They would just lose some games, but if there's an opportunity to get a seed in the playoffs, they'll probably go for it. But I'm not sure. I didn't really check their standing, but that kind of tells you that nobody's really paying attention more to the Eastern Conference than they are in the Western Conference because it's so loaded over there than here. I mean, excuse me, the opposite of what I'm saying. But yeah, I mean, but I could just check real quick. But they're not playing for anything for them to be competitive if they face I mean, just looking at the score now against the Clippers, man, that's a bad outing. They're playing badly. The Clippers 126. Here, this 126-67. That tells you right there that they're not playing good right now. So, as a franchise, they are in a whole rebuild mode, even though they do have D'Angelo Russell, but I don't think he is showing a lot of, motivation to, you know, being part of this Brooklyn Nets team. So, where they're at, let me see here. Oh, well, they're the 12th seed, so they're not playing for anything. So maybe it's a good thing. Maybe the Lakers will beat them on Friday, hopefully, because they have to. I mean, they're home games. They're at home. They're facing the Nets. There's a perfect opportunity for them to do so. So my hope is that the Lakers will potentially get a win on Friday. Hopefully. I mean, it's the hopeful factor of the Lakers this season every time there's a matchup every single game. So but let's just hope for it. Let's just hope for it for sure. I think there's going to be a guarantee win, but you know, we thought the Spurs would be an easy win, but look at how that turned out. Um, but yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, it should be an easy dub for sure. All right, seeing some more comments here from KJ23. Once again, thank you, KJ, for the what's up to the Z Nations on here. I really appreciate it. Let's see here. I agree, but I do think Tyler is better. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to say that Max is better. I mean, he's still a he's only in his third year as a in his career as a Laker. I mean, just imagine a couple more years down as a Laker, you can guarantee that he will give you 20 points per game, maybe like year 4, year 5 in his career as a Los Angeles Laker or elsewhere. I mean, I hopefully he stays with the Lakers unless there's a big trade out there that you can't refuse. So, he is a type of player that could be the closest thing to a Tyler Hero that we have on here. So, but yeah, Tyler Hero, if given the opportunity, for sure, I would definitely, you know, um, pick Tyler Hero over Austin Reeves right now. If like the third option as a scorer, giving you 20 points per game, shooting 40% from the three. I mean, yeah, for sure. But we have a much better younger version in AD. Sorry, I just saw your comment because you mentioned AD, so I'll read that in just a little bit. But in Austin Reeves, so but I'd rather have Austin Reeves because he gives more to the table when it comes to maybe availability. Because I think Tyler Hero most of the time does get injured. I might be mistaken, but yeah, I mean, right now I'm happy with who I have right now on the Lakers, and that is Austin Reeves. So I'd rather keep him over getting Tyler Hero. But you know, they're both kind of the same players. So just my opinion. Let's see here. I wouldn't want to trade Max. Yeah, I mean, Max so far being part of the Lakers starting lineup since he got inserted back like a couple of months ago, which is obviously a great decision by JJ Redick. He's obviously finding his rhythm. Finally, we've been waiting to see this from Austin Reeves. Sorry, from Max Christie, and obviously it's been great to see, especially on the defensive side. I mean, that's what the main reason why he's in the starting lineup is because the Lakers are lacking some defensive efficiency in their starting lineup. I mean, sure, Anthony Davis is our defense regardless of but we still need help on the defensive side of the ball. So Max Christie for sure is been nothing but sensational to have on this Lakers team when it comes to defense efficiency coming from him. I mean, on occasion he can give you 10 points, 12 points per game. I believe he scored tonight. I might be mistaken. Didn't he had 12 points or something? I might be mistaken, but I can just check real quick. 16 actually. So he does bring some scoring efficiency, shooting at the same time. So, but we got to get into the stats. But I really love reading all these comments. So yeah, I don't want to see the Lakers trade Max Christie unless it's a trade that you just cannot refuse, like a Donovan Mitchell or like an Anthony Edwards type of scenario. So I mean, like packaging a deal to get at like those type of star players. So if you're getting like a rotational player, like a Jimmy Grant type of scenario, then I will like protest outside of the Lakers facility, crypto.com arena for that dumb trade if they go that route. So, but if it's like an all-star caliber, superstar caliber player that you have to package a deal to get, and that includes Max Christie, like a Anthony Edwards type of scenario, then yeah, throw him in the trade. You're getting a star level future generation, couple of years, 10 years type of athlete coming to your team. So, but yeah, Max Christie, you keep for sure, unless it's like a big trade. So, let's see here from KJ23. Why do I have to feel the Lakers gotta lose the Nets to the Nets and then D'Lo is gonna go off? I mean, it's just like I was explaining just a couple of minutes ago when it came to Daniels's answer. I mean, it should be an easy dub for the Lakers to get on Friday. But we all witnessed the Spurs game a couple of days ago. It was supposed to be a win, and it was at home. But for some reason, the Lakers always shoot themselves in the foot every chance that they get, and they just lose every single time. So it's just at key moments, a key situation. So, so far, what I saw from the scoring when I was looking at the stats of the Nets, they are not doing so well as of right now against the Clippers. So, 120. They just finished the game 125-67, probably one of the worst losses in NBA history. So, That just tells you right there that they're not doing so well as a franchise. But every time there's a team that are not doing so well, like the Detroit Pistons or whatever, who are being competitive in the Eastern Conference for sure, but yeah, they're like the seventh seed when it comes to Detroit Pistons. But the expectation going into the season, we did not expect them to be this good. I mean, again, we did not expect any team when they faced the Lakers that they're going to play the best basketball against them. I mean, example, the Houston Rockets with Jalen Green, who's not known for being a good scorer, or he is a scorer, but not to the elite status. But he put on a show against the Lakers and, went like 7-11 from the three, and just giving you just scoring left and right. I mean, he was just sensational against the Lakers. So, again, when it comes to the Nets, anything could happen. They could have a potential ball out type of performance against the Lakers on Friday and surprise us all. But just seeing how the franchise is, where they're at within the standings with the 12th seed, I mean, you think the Lakers will take that advantage and just start to win games, uh, especially at home. Like I said, the month of January is so important for the Lakers to stack up as much wins as they can because how home friendly it is for them to win. And we all know the Lakers this season, they play better at home than they do in away games. So this is just like I said, a perfect opportunity for them to stack up as much wins at home as possible because February, March, they're going to be tough schedules for the Lakers. So we just have to wait and see how that turns out for the Lakers. So, but my hope is that they ball out against or annihilate like the Clippers did to the Nets on Friday, hopefully. So that's my hope for the Lakers. Hopefully they bring their A game for sure. Yeah, that is bad. Yeah, I mean, you're talking about the Nets game against the Clippers. Yeah, it was such a bad game. Probably one of the worst losses in NBA history for any team by losing by that big of a margin. I mean, how much is that? Is that like what is that? Is that like 30 points, 40-point deficit or something like that? I might be mistaken. It's a big number. I mean, 67 to 124. That's crazy. That's crazy. I probably will see it on X how much of a deficit that is. So, but if you guys know it, comment in this live stream so I can be more correct. But it's probably more, you know, it's probably more. I mean, yeah, it's probably like 40-point game loss for the Nets. So just saying, you know. Let's see here. I really do appreciate these comments. I mean, I should be, getting into the game stats and analysis tonight, but just I really love these comments. I really do appreciate them. So I'm going to read a couple more before I get into it. And I'm probably going to make a quick analysis of the stats of tonight's game and just end the live stream there. So, but I'm going to keep reading these comments. So let's see here. Um, let's see. From Daniel. D'Lo probably is going to go off against us. Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, he was just miserable for the Lakers, and just when he lost his role on the team twice now for the 2 years with the Lakers with Darvin Ham and with JJ Redick. I mean, you could just tell that he has a chip on his shoulder, and every time he hears trade rumors, he's always has a chip on his shoulder because of that being part of the rumor mill. So there's no doubt in my mind that he will ball out against the Lakers, but it just sort of depends if the Lakers will hopefully not like fall back and just take a seat back and just allow it to happen. So my hope is that we will see the type of performances that we saw tonight from certain players tonight, like what's his name, like Gabe Vincent and Rui Hachimura, who had a really good game tonight. To be honest with you guys, he had 8 rebounds tonight. I mean, for a guy who's 6'9", 6'10", I mean, the fact that lately he hasn't been grabbing rebounds more than he's supposed to for the type of contract that he has. It's just good to see that he is finally getting back to his roots, I guess, as a big to grabbing those rebounds the way that he did. But my hope is that all of them will step up against the Nets, even though it should be an easy winnable game like we saw tonight against the Clippers and the Nets. This should be a same scenario. The Lakers should potentially do so against them going into Friday's matchup. So it should be a win. It has to be a win. My guarantee is a win, but my hope is that the Lakers will potentially get a win on Friday. So that's my hope. But there's no doubt D'Lo's going to go off against the Lakers, but you never know. Maybe he won't. We just have to wait and see. Go Lakers, though. Absolutely. They played great. Absolutely. They played great tonight. When Bron and AD retires, Austin is going to have to carry. Have to carry. Yeah, I mean, I still think AD is going to stick around regardless of the retirement of LeBron, which is I think it's going to come up very, very soon. Actually, I mean, he's going to be in his final year of his contract with 52 million, and he's going to be like 41 going into next year. So, uh, or actually this year in 2025, December. So he's going to be 41. So it's just my hope is that the Lakers will find somebody by that time and maybe save up much assets that they can to pursue somebody to team up with Anthony Davis. So we just have to wait and see how that will turn out once we see LeBron James retire. But I think AD is going to stick around a couple more years. He's only 31, so it's just he has a couple more years left in him to potentially do a lot more, for his career and for the Lakers, if anything. So, but yeah, Austin Reeves, I think he'll be for sure part of the core after LeBron James is, retired. So for sure, he's going to stick around unless a big trade happens that the Lakers can't refuse, like Anthony Edwards. Well, I keep bringing up Anthony Edwards because I think he just fits more with the Lakers and just the fan base and the market for a guy like him. And I really like his game. I mean, he reminds me of Kobe / Michael Jordan-esque type of player. I mean, he just brings that to the table. And I just think that he fits very well for this Lakers team. So my hope is that the Lakers will potentially make a big trade, hopefully by just saving their assets and, giving contracts to certain players to the point that if we had to make a big trade for somebody after LeBron James retires to team up with Anthony Davis in the offseason, just that type of scenario. Anthony Edwards is the guy on my list for sure. Then there's Luka, but I think the Dallas Mavericks are going to do whatever it takes to keep him. But, unless if he's still not happy with the Dallas Mavericks, I think Luka will be a good option for the Lakers, especially next to Anthony Davis. That would be just a good pairing for sure. Because for the past couple of years, I mean, even beginning of Luka's career, I've always been hearing that the Lakers, that Luka shows a lot of comparisons to LeBron James, but I don't know. That's what I've been hearing. I don't think it's true, in my opinion. He's his own player because of how well known he is in the international level when it comes to his skill set. But yeah, for me, I just think AD is going to stick around. Austin Reeves, he's going to be like the part of the core for the team. But if you had to go after somebody, a star player to team up with Anthony Davis just to finish off his career with the Lakers, you just have to go after that top guy. It just sort of depends on who it is. So, um, by the time we reach that particular moment, we will probably go into more in depth of who the Lakers should potentially could target via trade or maybe free agency. So, it's just by the time we reach that particular point of LeBron James' retirement, we will get him probably more news, rumors, updates, speculations about the Lakers' future by that time. So, yeah, we're just going to wait on that for sure. Man, I should be talking about the game analysis today, but I really love reading these comments. I really do. This is such good feedback. I really do appreciate it. Again, I love it. Uh, Back up big would be nice. Hayes did play good though. Yeah, I mean, I I was just talking about the stats. Let's get right into it now. I mean, we should potentially talk about the players who played their roles tonight. And Jackson Hayes, he stepped up to the plate as well, along with Gabe Vincent. And that is right here when it comes down to it. I mean, just a great performance out there tonight from our Los Angeles Lakers, getting a win that they much needed at home. Just a great performance from the Lakers tonight, beating the Miami Heat 117 to 108. Anthony Davis with 22 points out there tonight with 11 rebounds out there tonight. Had a solid night. Shot one of his threes out there tonight. So stepping up to the plate for our starting lineup compared to last game where he scored 30, I believe. This one was just a team effort all around when it came down to the performances of some of our Lakers tonight. But Anthony Davis had a solid night out there. Rui Hachimura, great performance, 23 points, had 8 rebounds, which I was just bragging about when it came to his performance out there tonight. I mean, he was just sensational when it came to his performance. Hopefully, we'll see more from him moving forward after this win. I mean, we really need him to be that X factor that we're hoping to see from him in the beginning of the season. We kind of saw a glimpse of it, and half the time when he got injured, it kind of was hard to see him capitalize on that particular consistency. But out there tonight, guys, he just stepped up to the plate with 23 points, 8 rebounds, and went 2 of 5 from the three. And the Lakers in general, they shot very well tonight against the Miami Heat. They shot 38% from the three. I mean, not bad. But I think the Miami Heat had a better scoring, I believe, shooting efforts out there tonight. Let me just check real quick. I think they scored around 40. Let's see here. Yeah, 44% from the three, and most of those threes were coming from Tyler Hero, who last time I checked his box score, he had, shot 7 of 12 or 7 of 10 from the three. I mean, he was just sensational from his shooting for his Miami Heats out there. But the Lakers shot pretty well out there, 38%, not bad for the Lakers and their shooting efforts tonight. But Rui Hachimura had a really good game, 23 points, 8 rebounds out there tonight. LeBron James, I gave him the player of the game because of his hustle on the defensive side in the fourth quarter, where the Lakers were close to losing the game in that particular moment in 3 minutes left remaining. But LeBron James to the rescue, came out of nowhere and scored, played defense aggressively and then everyone else around the Lakers around LeBron James, stepped up to the plate to help out LeBron James in the defensive side of the ball, and they just stepped up. And LeBron James had a really good game out there tonight with 22 points out there tonight with 9 assists, I believe, and 5 rebounds out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers. Went 3 of 6 from the three, which was really helpful for the Lakers to win this game as well. So great job out there for LeBron. Out there tonight. Austin Reeves had 14 points, went 2 of 3 from the three. I mean, he had 14 assists. That tells you right there that he was on his A game when it came to his playmaking, being the point guard for the team, and it really showed up out there tonight when it came to his offensive side of the ball, even though when we were showing comparisons between Tyler Hero and Austin Reeves, I mean, he just a couple of more seasons away from being a next Tyler Hero for the Lakers. So, or maybe somebody else. I mean, that talking about it in this particular instance, he's just, there's a comparisons for sure, without a doubt. But great night for Austin Reeves with 14 points and 14 assists out there tonight for the Lakers. Max Christie also had a really good game, especially offensively, who had 16 points, went 3 of 7 from the three. I mean, just in general, the Lakers, all of them have 6 double figures out there tonight when it came down to it. Just sensational performances overall for this Lakers team. And you know, Gabe Vincent, 14 points. Honestly, one of the best performances as a Los Angeles Lakers when it came down to it. You know, just 14 points against his former team, 2 of 5 from the three, 4 assists. You know, he was just sensational on the offensive side of the ball, and just in general, this Lakers team were playing very great offensively for us. And then, you know, when you look at, you know, Jackson Hayes, this box score doesn't show it. You know, he had 4 points, but if you actually watch him playing the game, you know, he was great for us on the defensive side of the ball. The numbers doesn't show it, but you could tell that he was playing aggressively tonight. Had a really good game against the Lakers, and I believe was it Daniel? I believe, yeah. That's why I went into my game analysis of stats because he brought up Jackson Hayes, was that, you know, he had a really good game, and I agree. Even though we still need to improve at the big position, you know, that's why it kind of sucks that today they, according to Shams Charania, Nick Richards has been traded to the Phoenix Suns, which is kind of sucks because, you know, it would have been nice that the Lakers would have gotten him. Would have potentially for sure increased our big position and our defensive efficiency for the Lakers team if we got Nick Richards, because he will be a solid backup big behind Anthony Davis if that was a scenario the Lakers would have made. But I think the Charlotte Hornets were probably asking for a lot. I think they were probably asking for like 3 second-round picks, and I think the Lakers didn't have that much to give up because they gave so much to the Dorian Finney-Smith trade, which I still believe was a good trade for the Lakers to make. You know, it's just unfortunately tonight he didn't play because he had some family reasons, and rightfully so, the birth of his child. So, you know, family comes first, in my opinion, when it comes to sports related things. So, you know, it just we kind of missed the type of presence that he would have had on this Lakers team tonight. But you know, they managed, and thanks to Gabe Vincent stepping up in the game. So, but yeah, a big is much needed. That's why I hope the Lakers will potentially make a move, regardless of who they signed today and waived Quincy Olivares. So they still need to find a big regardless of the recent moves that they made. So hopefully it happens soon. But yeah, guys, I mean, it was such a great game. A great game for the Lakers to achieve. They got it tonight. Much needed one, a big one. Hopefully they continue this trend that they're going on. They're still staying at home, so they can potentially stack up as much wins they can now by the time we reach the end of January. So there's a couple of games under their list that they could potentially stack up some wins. So there's the Nets for sure, and I believe they have the Clippers. So it could be a win, but again, you know, we just have to wait and see. I mean, the Lakers are still questionable team, regardless of this win, in my opinion, because they're just haven't shown consistency. That's why I hope that they make some roster moves very soon, hopefully. So I want to read some more comments now. So let's read some more comments before I end this live stream. Once again, guys, I really appreciate all the love, support you guys have shown me all over social media and on this live stream. I really appreciate it. Again, share my live streams, share my videos, share this channel all over social media. Let's bring in some new faces, more faces to this channel. This is a platform for you all when it comes to Laker fans. I do talk about Broncos content, but they're mainly during the off season, during the draft. And if there's something big going on in the NFL when it comes to my Broncos, like, I don't know, reaching the Super Bowl or reaching the playoffs, as I did a couple of weeks ago, I mean, you know, I do occasionally talk about them. So, but this is a Lakers channel. And if you guys have any Laker fans or Laker buddies that want to hear about the news, rumors, updates, speculations, including today, I uploaded a video about the Lakers' recent moves and waiving Quincy Olivares. So, you know, I'm consistent. I try to be consistent for every single one of you. So to get the news, rumors, updates, speculations. So please be sure to follow me, hit that notification bell. I really appreciate it. But yeah, let's read some more comments here before I end this live stream. Let's see here from KJ23. Lakers were up by 15 at one point in the second quarter, and then they ended up losing by 24 points. Yeah, that was the fear that was did not wanted to see from this Lakers team. Again, I mean, they kind of showed it against the Spurs at one point, and with numerous other Lakers matchups. I mean, every time they have a huge lead, they always fall under the pressure, unless or they just give up, and they just give up a huge lead, like they did against the San Antonio Spurs, and even in this game in the second quarter. But I'm glad they bounced back in the second half and the third quarter and just started to play better defensively, which again, if only we have a better defensive rotation and a better rotational players that know how to play their role on the team, that we won't have these type of mistakes that we've been seeing so far this season. And this one in particular was a scarce moment for me, but I'm glad the Lakers bounced back from it and got the win that they got. And it was all because of LeBron James at those last minutes left remaining in the game, where he really took over and played great defensively, and everyone else was playing great defensively for us to win this game. So he completely took control of the game, which kind of sad because this is a 40-year-old ended up doing it for you. So my hope is that the Lakers will play better moving forward after this win. So that's my hope. Let's see here from JT23, G GTG ZSN, because it's 12 in the morning where I live. My apologies, but it is. I do. This is Mountain Time. I live in Denver, so it is the time. Time zones obviously differ from everyone who's watching this live stream for sure. I mean, I had someone on here who is from uh, Brazil. So, you can tell what the time zones is over there. So, it is, you know, it's just, we have a good diverse community on here. So, and that's what's also great about, Laker fans. We have a whole lot of Laker fans all throughout life. So, they are um, all over the world when it comes to certain fan bases out there. So that's what's great about the Lakers. They reach out a lot of fan bases out there when it comes to having a big community out there. So, but I really appreciate it. Thank you, KJ23, for sticking with me here before I end this live stream. But again, I love these reading these comments. So I'm getting close to reading them. So just bear with me because I really do appreciate all of you for your guys' comments. I rarely get these comments on here, but it's all because of you guys that we have these long conversations on these long live streams. So just bear with me and I'm getting close to. So kind of feel bad for him, Dila. I mean, you kind of feel bad for him, but he brought this on himself as a guy who was supposed to be like the third option for the Lakers. And if he was like the third option, there's a guarantee that he would have sticked around with this Lakers team. If he was consistent that we saw from him from last year with Darvin Ham, where he was becoming an all-star caliber player in the regular season, I just wish that he can just capitalize that going into the postseason. But he hasn't been consistent in the postseason, and that's just his bad trait that he brings to the table. And just this season alone, he kind of gave up. I mean, it's just like he didn't want to be here. He didn't want to participate. Even during the playoffs last season, there was a moment against the Nuggets game where the Lakers were in a huddle, and D'Lo was sitting by himself. I think he was like ordering foods or something because the Lakers were losing the game. But he just was alienating the Lakers bench, and I just hated seeing that. And during the offseason, I was kind of hoping the Lakers will make some sort of trade to improve the roster or some way, but they didn't, and they decided to bring back D'Lo, even though I had some mixed feelings. I mean, at one point I was like, "Why?" But then at the same time, I thought about it. It's like we do need a point guard, and D'Lo is pretty decent. So he's just, it was that particular moment where I was like, "Okay, we had D'Lo back. That's awesome." But at the same time, it's like he wasn't working out in the starting lineup, and there was lack of scoring, lack of shooting coming off the bench. So I did not disagree whatsoever when it came to JJ Redick benching D'Lo to be the power scorer coming off the bench for us. Which obviously what made D'Lo his career was that he was a good, solid sixth man coming off the bench for the Brooklyn Nets at one point. So, and I think he became an all star because of it. I might be mistaken. I'm probably thinking about Jordan Clarkson. I'm not so sure, um, but yeah, I mean, he is. We feel bad for him, but at the same time, he brought this on himself. Honestly, if he would have been consistent and showed up and played well for us, there's no doubt in my mind that he will probably still be a Laker if he just would have been the third option, scored consistency, shooting consistency for us. He would have remained with Lakers for sure, but he didn't do it, unfortunately. Let's see, KJ23. I did the math. The Nets lost by 59 points. Oh my gosh, a blowout. Thank you, KJ23, for putting out the information. I really appreciate that. I knew it was somewhere around the 40-50 range because it was such a huge deficit. I mean, it was just that the Clippers beat the Nets with. I mean, they were just annihilating them across the board. I just was just tuning in. Just wanted to give you guys the Nets standing in the Eastern Conference, and their game was popping up on me, and I was like, "Whoa, they're losing by a huge margin." That was crazy. That is crazy. 59 points. That's crazy. Hopefully, the Lakers can do the same to them on Friday. Hopefully, but we just have to wait and see. Yeah, AD will probably play like 3 to 4 more years for the Lakers at a max. Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt it. I mean, he's only 31. I mean, I'm not trying to say he's in his prime still. I mean, but he is still giving you 25, 30-point game performances, 12 rebound a game, 4 to 5 steals and blocks per game. I mean, the guy is MVP caliber guy. I mean, we all witnessed what he was in the beginning of the season when he was putting up MVP caliber numbers. Now he just probably forgot or just gave up on that and just want the Lakers to win games, which is obviously he should do to help us win games more than anything. And be competitive in the Western Conference and at least maybe compete for a playoff run or maybe a championship. I mean, that's probably the main reason of why he just gave up on the MVP race. But still, a couple more years down the road, I think he will bring more consistency when it comes to scoring, rebounding, and all that. So my hope is that he will remain with the Lakers probably for that long too, unless the Lakers bring him help. I mean, like adding on another star and that type of thing. If they bring another star for Anthony Davis, there's no doubt about it that he will stick with the Lakers for many more years to come. But if LeBron retires and the Lakers only focus on AD to be the number one guy, or all-star caliber, superstar caliber guy just by himself, there could be a possibility that maybe AD will request a trade or something like that. So, but I think the Lakers are going to be looking for another star to pair up with Anthony Davis for sure. Hopefully, moving forward, that's my that's always been the Lakers' MO. Every time there's a star player on their team. I mean, they did the same thing with Kobe, when Shaq left. Um, Even though Kobe, for the past couple of years after Shaq, he became an MVP caliber guy, and it's just took us to the playoffs half the time. I mean, he was just very consistent half the time, but then when he really needed the help, and he threatened the Lakers to leave. And I think at one point he was going to go to Chicago. So, but Jerry West. Oh, sorry, not Jerry West. Jerry, yeah, hold on, Jerry Buss. Excuse me. Uh, made the trade of a lifetime by getting Pau Gasol, which obviously won us 2 back-to-back championships because of it. So, yeah, Anthony Davis, once LeBron James retires, there's no doubt they're going to go after a star player to pair him up with. So hopefully it happens. We just have to wait and see who it is. So it's going to be Anthony Edwards or either Luca. I think Luca is more likely option because I think the um, the Timberwolves are potentially going to give him a max or do whatever they can to keep him. So, but when it comes to Luca, I think he's more of the guy that will potentially leave a franchise just to get better. So, you know, it's one of those two guys, but we just have to wait and see who it is. I prefer Anthony Edwards because he's much younger than Luca, but you never know. You know, Luca is great too, so we just have to wait and see. If the Lakers don't make a big trade after LeBron retires, unfortunately, it will be horrible. Yeah, I mean that's the kind of. I hope that that's not the case because knowing the Lakers, I think they will potentially make a big move after LeBron James retires. This just sort of remains of what type of assets they will have and what type of contracts that will be in play for them to go after somebody. I think more likely they will look at free agency more than trades. But we just have to hopefully wait and see because I think there will be a guarantee that they will go after somebody after LeBron James to pair up with Anthony Davis. But if not, hey, you can get a lot of assets out of Anthony Davis too. I mean, this is Anthony Davis we're talking about. If he wants to go team up with somebody to win another championship, there's no doubt the Lakers will be asking for the whole farm for Anthony Davis. They want to get a big return for Anthony Davis if they do decide to trade him. But if after LeBron James retires and if they don't make any sort of moves to get him, or to get Anthony Davis help. So, but yeah, I mean, if he wants to get traded, hopefully Lakers will get the farm for him. So, but I think it's going to happen. I don't think it's not going to be. They're going to make a move, but we just have to wait and see who would that be. For some reason, Luca is really growing on me. Anthony Edwards is just a long shot, but anything could happen. I mean, he could. I'm not sure what type of contract that he's on, but he could potentially somehow work his way to being a Laker, but I don't know. But one of those two guys is more of a realistic, scenario if the Lakers do pursue them. So, we just have to wait and see for sure. That's just me though. Oh, you're talking about the trade. Yeah, I mean, anything could happen. We just have to wait and see. There's a guarantee that they will, but it sort of depends on who it is. So, but those are my top two guys. If the Lakers do decide to pursue somebody after LeBron James retire, is Anthony Edwards, Luca, Donovan Mitchell, but I think he's good where he's at with the Cleveland Cavaliers. But it could be somebody else. I'm probably not really thinking about at the top of my head at the moment. But those are the top two guys that I'm thinking about because I think they're just the Laker bound, big market type of guys that will fit well with this market and with this Lakers team, especially next to Anthony Davis. So, we just have to. We just have to wait and see when it comes down to that. Oh, I really appreciate it. Thank you, KJ23. I really appreciate the love and support. Thank you. I mean, this is what we're building here. I mean, we're trying to build a community, a type of atmosphere for everyone who are Laker fans that wanting to, root for the Lakers, one for news, rumors, updates, speculations, where they can't get it anywhere else. I mean, for personally, I get all my information from Lakers Nation and from Bleacher Report and ESPN, Shams Charania, but it's just because I really trust their judgment, especially Lakers Nation, because they really speak from the truth when it comes to Lakers related stuff. So I really appreciate what their content, what they bring to the table. With Trevor Lane and the rest of the crew there. They're just completely honest. I try my best to do so. So, and then I think I'm doing a good job. So, when it comes down to that, but yeah, I really appreciate it. Thank you, KJ23 for the support always, and I really appreciate it. Oh man, we're reaching the 1 hour mark. All right, I gotta end this live stream, guys. Just want to skim a couple of maybe comments here that I think they're good to talk about before I end this live stream. Let's see here. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay, I'll answer this one real quick from KJ23. Lakers are probably the most inconsistent team in the NBA. Yeah, I mean they are. I mean they are unfortunately. It's because of certain players, not stepping up, and it's just that's why they lose games the way that they are. Um, I think Anthony Davis does his best to win games for us. Uh, it's just he's lacking the help that he needs. He wants a big next to him, so to help him, on the defensive side, grabbing rebounds, playing defense, especially at the center position. And you can honestly put the blame on Rob Pelinka for the lack of lack of consistency on this Lakers team. So my hope is by the time we reach the trade deadline, they'll be fixed. But we just have to wait and see. I mean, they are really an inconsistent team this season. So it's very unfortunate. Oh, okay. Shout out to Houston for KJ23. He lives out in Houston. You're a Laker fan, or are you a Laker fan? Yeah, I think you are. I mean, judging by your comments, you are a Laker fan. Unless if you're a Rockets fan too. Maybe it's your second favorite team. I mean, I live in Denver. I'm a Laker fan, but my second favorite team before the whole championship for the Nuggets thing, I was a Nuggets fan because they weren't winning anything, during my life of growing up as the Nuggets being my second favorite team was that, they were just a team that I rooted for when the Lakers were not playing, or just weren't playing against them. It was just, and during that time, I was a fan of Carmelo Anthony, Chauncey Billups, Allen Iverson at one point. Even before, I was a fan of Allen Iverson before he joined the Denver Nuggets at one point. Kenyon Martin, Marcus Camby. I mean, Chauncey Billups. They have really good players, and for someone who lives in Denver but roots for the Lakers, I don't know if it's a similar situation with you living in Houston, but maybe you root for the Lakers. I think maybe you have a similar situation with me, but I get a lot of heat for sure being a Lakers fan for sure. So in living in Denver. So, but yeah, shout out to Houston. Shout out to Houston for sure. For KJ23. Let's see here. True. Okay. We're back to the 6th. Yeah, I mean, after this win, that's why it was such a huge win for the Lakers. They needed to get this win, and with this win, they move up in the standings. I believe they were the 7th seed before this game started. So, glad they're back into a playoff seed. Hopefully, they stay that way. Hopefully, especially like I said, for the month of January, it's really important that they stack up as much wins as they can to make that happen. So where they want to be within the standings. I mean, sure, they need to win some games here and there for sure, and to be consistent where they're at within the standings. But month of January is so important that they can stack up as much win as they can and end up leaving ending the month of January with more wins than they have losses. So my hope is the Lakers will, after this win, continue to win games, hopefully. So that's my hope. But I'm glad they're back up. Instead of the play-in, they're within the playoff seed. So uh, hopefully you can just secure it by the time we reach April, hopefully. All right, one last comment. I got to end this live stream. Once again, I do appreciate everyone for commenting on here. I really appreciate it. I believe AD tried to get MVP. He definitely could. I think it's, yeah, it could be not out of the question. But like I said, lately, for the past couple of months, he hasn't been in the rankings for MVP as of late. So I think the race for him to get it is probably, you know, out of the question, maybe, unless maybe things start to pick back up after the All-Star break for him to be consistent, giving you 30 points per game, 15 rebounds, or maybe 20 rebounds per game. And with those numbers, helping us win games with them, could be in the conversation to work his way back into the MVP race, hopefully. But I don't know. I just think that for the past couple of games or last couple of months, with him also dealing with injury, playing through injuries, you can tell there's like a bit of a, I can't find the word for it, but there's a lack of type of performances that have been lacking from him because he's probably dealing with an injury here and there. But hopefully I'm wrong. Maybe he could be fighting for a potential race for MVP. Maybe after the All-Star break. I don't know. We just have to wait and see. But I'm rooting for him. Rooting for him. Hopefully, Lakers will win games with him helping the Lakers do so. Hopefully, and maybe he'll get back to his MVP caliber run. Hopefully, but we just have to wait and see. But yeah, guys, thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Once again, I really appreciate all the comments, the love, support you guys have shown me all over social media, and of course on this channel, ZSN on YouTube. If you haven't yet, go follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads as well. The links will be in the description of this live stream, so you guys check me out on social media. And of course, guys, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell for more news, rumors, updates, speculations about everything about the Los Angeles Lakers. It's really important that you do so you'll be in the know about everything that's going on when it comes to Los Angeles Lakers, like today with the waiving of Quincy Oliveri for the Lakers to sign another big, even though I believe Lakers are not done with trades or improving the roster. Even though the one they signed is not going to make a big impact on the Lakers when it comes to big positions, and just being consistent on the defensive side. I still think the Lakers have to look for more help on the trade market. When it comes to the big position. So hopefully at the trade deadline, Lakers will make some moves. Hopefully, and not stay quiet. Hopefully, so. But yeah, it's really important that you tune in for those news, rumors, updates, speculations. So please make sure to hit that notification bell and subscribe to ZSN on YouTube. I really appreciate it. And once again, I want to thank KJ23, Adam. I also want to thank Daniel for the comments on here as well. And I believe Ghetto Rabbit also commented on here as well. I might be mistaken. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, Ghetto Rabbit, KJ23, Daniel, and of course, Adam, for you guys' comments on here. I really appreciate it. We went 1 hour with these conversations. And once again, I love them. I love commenting on your guys' comments about the game, about everything about the Los Angeles Lakers. It's just such a good energy that we bring to this live stream. Again, I want to thank every single one of you for the consistent and dedicated reactions and thoughts and opinions about the Los Angeles Lakers and their season and beyond. So And for those of you who are watching, thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, again, hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. And follow me all across social media. Again, the links are in the description of this live stream for my social media sites. And just show me love, support there. But again, hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel, and I really appreciate it. And I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.